Hey y'all, like I said, I didn't time it correctly, so we're eating. I guess I'll show you guys what I'm eating. Um, let's see. So it's one of those home chef meals. It's turkey meatloaf with some veggies. It's pretty good. Hi, Feline. Hey, Chuck. Hey, Jackie Mac. Hey, Linda P. Hey, Donna. Hey, Mitz. Hey, Avalon. Let me see. What was she hiding with left third of the screen under frosted glass effect? I couldn't tell you. That whole video was just like a snooze fest for me. And she lost me like halfway through the video. I didn't know what she was talking about. Yeah, it has been a long time. I'm happy to see you too. Yeah, I'm kind of interested to see what happens there. Right? Hi, Jean. Or Jean. Hey, Jean. Good to see you too, Betty Boop. I think Laura is coming in the chat at some point. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Sorry, I don't usually like to eat my dinner on live stream, but I got out of work at 6:30 and I didn't realize that dinner would take as long to make as it did. So, sorry about that. Although I don't even know Malinois. Do you think that they're going to post highlights from it? I feel like Jill is just not very thrilled about putting her kids online anymore. Hey, just me. I know. I do feel like she is like pretty boring. It was hard to stomach like a lot of her videos. I didn't have like a lot of notes. Like I took some notes on like her new videos, but I didn't really find anything like super interesting. Chuck can come on if he wants to. I'm not opposed to that. I don't get on Gossip Bakery. I feel like I miss a lot. Yeah, certainly not. Can't put kids online like that. She will be. I mean, that could be possible. It's still nice out. I don't want to see that. Not at all. I'm going to have to go look at Gossip Bakery now. Yeah, I mean, we've seen her half naked, so anything could happen on her channel. Oh my, we should go find this guy. Hey, Robert. So tell me more about this tray guy, because I feel like I missed that. When did this tray guy get uncovered? Lincoln fan. Yeah, I want to know what this tray guy said. Sorry, guys, I'll be more talkative after I eat dinner. I'm just trying to eat so I can focus on this. Robert, what are you having for dinner? I couldn't time it correctly, obviously. Thank you, Chuck. I appreciate it. It's some good food. It's one of them home chef meals. Robert, that sounds good. What? It's okay, Miss Betty. I'm finishing up dinner and then I'll be able to concentrate more. All right, I'm finished. So let me go get my plate in the sink. All right. I'm back full time now. Let's see. Yeah, I don't understand how she's just now getting a ticket also. Let me get a taste of it. That's funny. Yeah, it would be different, but we know she can't afford things. And I'm about to talk about it. All right. So here's the notes that I've taken for these past couple videos. So the first video was, hold on, let me get caught up. Oh my goodness, y'all are just talking. Yep, can't give up that fast food. So here's the notes that I have. Love you too, Christina. So here's the notes that I have for the videos. So it's been a very busy day. So basically in this video, she was just wrapping, I'm going to call her baby girl because I don't like to use the kids' names. So wrapping baby girl's gifts, shopping at Target, even though she's broke, Target is more expensive than Walmart is. So, I don't like to talk about what I make, but I make more than what Glenda does. We'll just say that. I make more than what Glenda does. I don't shop at Target. The only time that I shop at Target is whenever I know I have a little bit of extra money and I know that I can shop. Otherwise, I like to save my money for more important things, and I'd rather put my money towards other things. So I literally shop at Walmart and the Dollar Tree and Dollar General, and I would rather shop there than shop at Target. So, she complains that she's broke and she doesn't have enough money for food and she doesn't have enough money to pay her bills, but yet she's shopping at Target all the time. So that's that. Hold on, I need to get caught up on what's going on here. Oh yeah, she did frighten the rooster. That's for sure. Yeah, I mean, cultures have like different ways of doing things, so that could maybe be like their way of doing things. I didn't watch her Olympic video. I should have probably watched that one. Yeah, I mean, it is the same time every year, so she could be like putting back a little bit of extra money to do something nice for baby girl, or you know, just not spend her money on like stupid things. Like my grandparents, they weren't like super rich. They were like a middle class family. But I feel like my grandparents, like always, and still do, they always and continue to still do nice things for me. So, I think that she can do it too. So yeah, let's see. I make more than Glenda and I don't shop at Target either. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I like Target. Oh, I agree with Feline 100%. So I do like Target as well, but it can be expensive. The only time I'll really shop there is if I have to get something that is specifically bought at Target, or if I have a gift card. Those are the only two times that I ever shop at Target. Or if I happen to have extra money, but usually if I have extra money, I'm even like, excuse me, putting it towards like important things and not like spending it frivolously. So that's that. I think the last time I went to Target was to get my brother and his fiance like stuff for their self-care package for their wedding shower, because they basically, like specific things, and a lot of those things like you can only find at Target. So, that's why I did that. But other than that, I don't really shop at Target unless I know I have extra money or I have a gift card. So, let's see. He does. I mean, where did Wheel go? I find it kind of interesting that ever since Wheel has been on our panel, we have not heard about him on Glenda's side that much. Because she used to talk about him a lot. Do you think that she was offended that he came on panel? Because I definitely think that that's what's going on here. Let's see. Oh man, yeah, we were supposed to get bad weather last week as well, but luckily it didn't get as bad as it was supposed to. We just had some rain and that was it. And it didn't rain enough where it flooded. But man, me and Cece were definitely prepared for it. We had sandbags in front of the house. We had a sump pump. We had the shop vac. We were ready to go, because our living room has a tendency to, not our living room, I guess it's like our dining room area. It's like our dining room slash like office has a tendency to flood. So we were like all ready for it. We had sandbags like all up against like the little like doorstep and the house, and we were ready for it. But luckily, knock on wood, we didn't get any sort of weather, which Ernesto is supposed to be hitting, but it's supposed to be like completely avoiding us where we're at. So we're kind of happy about that. Oh, let me get caught up here. Yeah, I know that like Targets in like certain areas like aren't very good. We have two Targets where I'm at within like a 20-mile radius, and they're pretty good. Yeah, everyone seems to be doing fine. Yeah, I think Wheel has left the chat ever since he made an appearance over here. No, she never would. I think that's why she always, you know, goes to every single party that she can for free food. Yeah, Robert, please be safe and keep us updated to let us know that you're okay. Yeah, she was probably mad, but I just think it's interesting that we haven't heard about him at all on her side. Okay. Why, thank you, Christina. She went out of her way to show everyone she went to a food pantry, and boohoo, it was closed. And Wheel sent nothing. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised at that. I'm kind of surprised that, like, you know, she had to go to the food pantry. Because I feel like she would be boohooing to Will anytime that, like, she didn't have the food that she wanted. All right, so let me continue on with my thoughts on the video. So, Target is more expensive than Walmart is. So, I was just wondering, like, who watches this stuff anyway? Because I feel like this whole video, I just got lost because she started telling a story like right in the middle of it, and I didn't understand like the story, and I got completely lost. So, this video kind of made me like scratch my head. So, she was complaining about her back hurting. And like I said, she lost me about halfway through this video. Talking about getting old, same old shit, blah, blah. Talks about how much she loves her grandkids, even though she dreads babysitting. So that's what doesn't make sense to me is that she talks about how much she loves her grandkids, but yet she talks about how she dreads going to babysit them. If she loves them like she said she loves them, she would not dread going to babysit. She would love, being able to spend time with her grandkids. There's a lot of grandparents that, don't have, or, there's a lot of, I guess, elderly people that don't have like grandkids and stuff. And I'm sure that they would love to, have somebody to spend time with. So she shouldn't take life for granted, and she should not be dreading spending time with her grandkids. So that just kind of irks me. Because I know that my grandparents, we probably drove them crazy whenever we were younger. And my grandparents never gave up an opportunity to spend time with me and my cousins and my brother. So, grandparents are a blessing, grandkids are a blessing. Time is a blessing, I feel like. My grandparents, I live far away from them now because they live in Pennsylvania and I live in South Carolina. So anytime I'm in Pennsylvania, I spend as much time with them as I can because time is precious. They're in their 80s and 90s now, and time is precious. So I just spend as much time with them as I can. Yeah, I was going to say that too, because I know that there's a lot of like situations where like the grandchildren, don't live near the grandparents. But it's just like she lives like right in the neighborhood of like her grandkids. So I don't know. I just don't like the fact that she complains, but yet she loves them so much. Oh, they are good for content if jail allows. Yeah, and she doesn't allow it very often. I think the kids are getting older and can tell mommy that grandma is on the computer when she is there. I'm sure she noses around in the personal stuff. I'm sure she does too. I mean, she showed the internet jail's closet. I mean, if that's not, showing personal information or going through personal stuff, then I don't know what is. Plus, they never come to her place. They never came when she lived right on the beach in New Jersey either. I always stayed at my grandparents' house. Yeah, I mean, you would think that like jail would have been fine with bringing the kids there, and spending time with her there and going to the beach with her and stuff like that. That would have been some prime, like spending time together. But, I always used to stay at my grandparents' house a lot too. So I understand that. Yeah, I was going to say, I think she had talked about the one time that they came over and they had to sit on the floor because she didn't have any furniture. So I don't know why she doesn't just get like little beanbag chairs or like cheap little plastic chairs and like a table for like them to sit at. You know that stuff like doesn't cost a lot of money. So I don't know why, she's not buying it. I gotta go up and see these comments here. Well, Donnie, you are a great grandmother. You are a blessing to her, I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, it's not surprising. I think I'm more or less just astounded at the fact that she says how much she loves them, but yet she doesn't want to like babysit them or watch them. I don't really know if I call that babysitting. Oh gosh, their grocery bill probably skyrockets whenever, grandma comes to visit. I feel bad for them. Yeah, and she probably stretches them out to no end. Did you guys see Glenda's chin in the newest videos? My goodness. Think she's gained some more weight in that chin. Yeah, I know. It's not really a comfortable situation, but like I said, she could go to like Walmart or, you know, somewhere and get just like a little plastic table and chairs for them to sit on. Like that can't really cost that much money. Oh yeah. I'm just like dumbfounded at the fact that like she wants to be paid for babysitting. Listen, my grandma would have never asked for money to come over there and sit. So I'm flustered at this whole idea. Oh, the queen is here. Hi. I think she's here anyway.
Oh, let's see. I can't hear it. Can't hear anything. Let me see it.
That's because I didn't say anything. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I was going to say, we heard you. Let's see. Sound like she was typing something. Oh, she's getting up for a minute. All right. She'll be back, hopefully. Yeah, I was going to say, we heard you, Laura. All right, so that was my notes for the first video and my thoughts for the first video. So the second video, my granddaughter wants what for her birthday? Shopping at the 99-cent store for her granddaughter. But she will go to CVS to get paper towels. This does not make sense. Oh, hold on a minute. Let me. All right. Okay, there we go. Trying to figure this out. Okay, is that better?
Oh.
Yeah.
Am I
Is that
live?
better?
There's just a picture.
Yeah, you're here.
What a time I've had. Let me go get my notes.
Okay, sounds good.
Obviously, I've been trying to log in into both rooms. This one worked finally.
Okay. So, she's shopping at the 99-cent store for her granddaughter, but will go to CVS to get paper towels. How much sense does this make? Does she know and understand the fact that at CVS, everything is 3 times the price of what it really is? You can get the same paper towels at Dollar Tree or Walmart for way less than what you would get at CVS. So that just doesn't make sense to me, and she complains about inflation being so crazy. Well, maybe if you didn't shop at CVS and Walgreens and Target for everything, you would understand that things really, aren't 3 times the price of what they are. So
Exactly.
her life is just eating, shopping, and complaining most of the time. Or what did you call it one time? You were like bitching, eating, and driving, I think it was.
Picking. No, it was bitching, picking, and complaining. Yeah, or no, that was bitching. Bitching, picking.
I like the way that you said it better.
I can't remember that third one.
But yeah,
Hi,
to me,
hi, you guys. Hi, Maggie. Miss.
hello.
Hi, Rob.
But yeah, her life is just eating, shopping, and complaining. Buying junk for her granddaughter like she buys junk for herself.
Yeah, she complains that she doesn't have $100, but then the Tammy her Tammy account says, I'll send you $10, and if 9 more people just send $10, you'll have, I hope you all know, any Glenda subscribers that are here, I hope you all know Tammy is Glenda. She made up Tammy a long time ago. Tammy used to have a lot of dots, and she was a New York City detective. She was in the NYPD. She was a detective, but she definitely got called out on that by I think it was a real cop or somebody that was married to a real cop. He had her because she used to put her picture. Now it's just a T. Well, it was a picture of a woman and a baby. But anyway, that picture was shown around, and real NYPD detectives never saw that woman. Right. So they had to retire, and what, she moved up in the mountains, up in the Catskills or something.
Yeah, I think so. So yeah, that was my thoughts for the granddaughter video. She bought her granddaughter some like junky looking credit card and play money machine. And what was the other thing? I even forget what the other thing was, but I just remember the very
name brand Crayolas.
Name brand Crayolas, because she was breaking the not name brand ones.
She spent like $100 in that store. I mean, she doesn't have even, and then her halal meal was
Yeah.
only $10. She'll sit there and say, "Oh, and y'all, this was only $10. Only $10. Somebody who doesn't have any money shouldn't go out for a $10 lunch."
Yeah, I know that for a fact. Whenever I'm running low on funds, that's the last thing that I do.
And what was it? It was the mainly was salad and rice. So a head of lettuce and rice is nothing. And that dish, it couldn't have had more than one chicken breast. Why can't she cook at home? Oh, but have you already talked about the catfish?
No, I think the only three videos that I really like talked about were just the three that she posted like this week. We can get into the other ones though.
Okay, well, I watched several. Oh, here's my notes. I have not been watching that cow. I just depend on Carla's retakes. But I did. I won't say I watched. I listened to some while I was getting
I
ready.
got I got caught up on my lunch break today.
Oh, well, when she started frying the catfish, people had already told. I'd already read about it on in the comments. Thank you all for the comments. Hey, Carla. Hey, Michael too, and Malinois.
Hey, Michael and Jennifer.
Hello, everybody.
So then the other video that I watched was This Made Me Mad. These titles, I can't with these titles.
Was
So
it?
for
Was
Go
that when
ahead,
she got
sorry.
her ticket?
Yeah, so the first thing I noticed in the video, that lipstick and eye makeup isn't working for her.
Oh no. Yeah.
I probably am not the first person to say that, and I probably won't be the last.
But at least she's been putting that ratty hair in a ponytail.
I know, but it still looks. I mean, I guess I can't say anything. My hair's always a mess, but literally,
She has
that
gained I think she's gained weight since I watched her last. I think she is continuing to gain weight. And her lower face, her jawline, not chiseled like yours, Taylor. It looks like Fred Flintstone. She has this big, the lower part of her face is so big, she looks like she has a pinhead. It just,
yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like, she looks like she gained about 30 pounds in her face.
yeah.
So
Oh
that
yeah, and
lipstick, go ahead.
while Avalon said, "Oh, you got D. Oh, Michael too has Dolly Parton."
I got you, Michael. I've been talking. I apologize.
I'm trying to get this, Avalon. Buy some soap at the. Oh yeah, that's how she's saving money. Only taking a shower every other day,
Oh
and
God.
so she uses that. Glenda, you never took a shower every day. Who do you think you're trying to kid? You don't take a shower every other day. That's ridiculous.
I have to shower at least once a day. Sometimes I shower twice a day depending on what I got going on.
And I mean, a bar of soap. How can that woman go through a bar of soap very fast?
She can't
She
cuz
can't.
I
No,
shower once a day and I don't go through a bar of soap like that.
I don't use soap. I use body wash,
So do
and I'll use
I.
it anytime if it's on sale at what is the big place now?
Bath and Body Works?
Bath and Body Works. If it's on sale, I get it there. If not, I use stuff from Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
And a bottle of body wash will last forever. And I'm always in the bathtub, except for now.
Poor thing. I'm so sorry.
Oh, you guys, I have been, and I apologize if I'm on some really heavy narcotics, even heavier than I usually. I'm taking Dilaudid, but I don't know. Where's Chuck? He said he'd be here.
He's here.
Okay, Chuck,
Yeah,
come
he
on.
said that. Yeah, hold on. Let me highlight one of his comments because he just commented recently. He
Oh, okay.
said, he said, rolling on the floor, the Fred Flintstone face.
God, she is. Let me do this. Okay. Cut. See if I can get down here and paste. Back to computer 101. Paste.
Okay,
Okay.
let's see.
I
Jennifer says, don't understand why Glenda, A, gets Ozempic due to diabetes and cut that rat hair. Yeah, she should.
You don't understand why she doesn't. Yeah, she
Yeah,
could.
that's what she means. Yeah.
She because clearly she can't do it by dieting. And she said, oh, and all you 40, 50, and 60-year-olds, enjoy your youth because when you get to be 70, you can't do anything. Everything's a chore. Your body just gives out. You're in your 70s. What the?
Can
Yeah,
I make a point?
please.
So I go to Pilates like once a week, sometimes like once every 2 weeks, depending on when my schedule allows it. So I go to Pilates. You know that those ladies are in their 60s and 70s, and they're more flexible than I am.
Yeah.
They're incredible. Like I'm so like inspired by them. Like I kid you not.
I am trying. They have two reformers at the club, and I see people out all the time. They know what they're doing. But so I had right before, of course, before my surgery, I had a session with the trainer,
Yeah.
and he gave me a little bit, but like it's an hour. It's $100 for that hour. And he took it all up with me doing things I could do at home, stretches and blah, blah, you got to warm up. It's like, no, I'm going to take another one. Like the last 10 minutes was on the reformer. So the next time, look, I'll come to you warmed up, okay? Or I'll get on the treadmill right before. I will be warmed up. I want to spend all this time you teaching me how to use this thing.
Right.
Because I mean, it was scary. I mean, I couldn't even figure out how to get on it by myself.
Yeah, I've never used one of those things. Like I mainly just like get on a mat and like do the stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there are some I've seen on YouTube. There are some videos for Pilates at home that where you
Yeah,
don't have
and
to.
we started doing like wall Pilates also.
That's what I found out. I cannot. I guess I probably already knew this. I cannot stand on one foot. I
Neither
cannot
can I.
maintain my balance on one foot. So I even had to do the warm ups. We had to, do them against the wall. So yeah, but okay, I have some issues with mobility, but
I
I'm
think
not.
you're still in better shape than Glenda, I think though.
Oh, please! Of course I am. I was
Yeah,
in better shape than Glenda 10 minutes after I woke up in recovery.
right.
Oh, but anyway, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I don't want to take over this live, but I did have the surgery for the nerve stimulator implant. Um, I had it on the 9th. They're not going to turn it on until the 22nd, next Thursday. That's
Oh
when
my.
I get my stitches out. But I mean, I'm not a baby. I know pain. I can deal with pain.
Right.
This has been just almost unbearable. I have it where they went into my spine. I have a big bandage, and that really hurts. And I found out they had to take some bone from my spine. That didn't sound very good, does it? And then I
No.
have the incision on the left side where they implanted the battery. That hurts, but those just hurt from the surgery. And then on my right side, what we're trying to fix, the pain that I have from the postherpetic neuralgia is worse than it's ever been. There's Chuck. There's
I
Chuck.
got it. Hey Chuck.
Hey, everybody. Hi, Laura. I'm glad you
Dang, Chuck,
meditated.
you lost you look
You
at
are
you, skinny
so
mini.
Chuck. Don't turn
Skinny
sideways.
mini.
We won't be able to see you.
Don't believe a word of it. I'm still 225 pounds, although I'm told that 40 of that is extra skin.
Well, you're tall, aren't you? How tall are you?
6'2".
Yeah, so 220 pounds, like you would look like thinner if you.
And let's say it's 40 pounds of skin, so that you're really what, 185 at 6'2"?
Oh, wow.
I could have the surgery just for that.
I've quit worrying about it. It's been 2 years, believe it or not, this month. So
yeah.
I hope I didn't interrupt the flow. It took me a few minutes to get ready. I know Laura brought up the catfish dinner.
Oh my God. And you guys were right. You read about what I had to come in and look at that because I read the comments. What she called grease. What was that she cooked it in that was smoking?
I don't think I watched that video, to be honest.
Oh my God. You know, she only knows one temperature on the stove, max. Hot. Yeah. She had her cast iron skillet full of something smoking, and it was dark, and she called it grease. I don't know what it was. It could have been Valvoline that she gets for the hoopty.
I haven't seen that much oil in one place since the Exxon Valdez oil spill in Alaska.
Oh gosh, that bad?
It was horrible. And then at the end, she made hush puppies, and that was she made a dough out of the fish fry mix, and just fried up 5 dough balls. And how much grease did they absorb?
Oh gosh, my arteries feel like they're clogging just hearing about it.
Oh, that meal. She could, of course, it's her lumberjack portions always. And so this is my meal. Catfish and shrimp. The catfish that she got from the food pantry wasn't enough. She had to use some shrimp. The shrimp, I don't know. Maybe that came from Will. And then she had some broccoli burning in the oven, and she had a nice piece of raw onion.
Oh God.
Oh.
It was
okay. That oil was positively muddy before she fried the fish, Carla said.
It didn't look very good before anything went in. Let me see. I think I might have I did take notes.
She brought receipts.
Beeline says cooking with Valvoline, LOL.
I think so. Oh, the fish fry grease, what I have. Oh, that's when she told the story about baby grandson had his lemonade stand, and the neighbor came by on his bike, and he didn't like lemonade, but he still put something in baby grandson's tip jar, a donation. So, I mean, start them young. Start them young. You need to
start them young. Little grifters.
We need donations here. And so anyway, Junior said that the neighbor on the bike was checking Glenda out. And Junior checked. And Glenda said, "Oh, he's probably married." And Junior said, "Oh no, I checked. He's not wearing a wedding ring."
Oh, she was on
so anyway, but she said that she is not interested in a man. She has had her fill of relationships. I guess, once you go Zeus, you never go back.
Good for her.
I mean, yeah, she's had her fill. Oh, and the hush puppies. Okay.
Because Lord knows when Glenda makes a resolution, when Glenda resolves to do something, that's it.
Have you got to the Olympic controversy?
Yes. Jean Deneau got malacoeur over it. She's nauseated. I think more about the fish meal than the.
Yeah, that's got to be what it's. I didn't hear any controversy, and Glenda said, "Oh, it just overshadowed." Apparently, it was a performance by what Glenda said were drag queens. And in this performance, whatever it is, she said it was an act of depravity. It was sickening and disgusting, and the Olympic Committee should issue an apology. And that just overshadowed the Olympics and all these athletes that worked all these years for all this. I didn't hear anything, but I mean, I might have missed that. The opening ceremony was pretty long, and I got a little tired of seeing everybody in that pouring rain. But I mean, golly, more power to them. They out there in the rain, and of course, had to see Celine Dion.
Mm.
But I
I
didn't see him
enjoyed
in
watching
I
like the
didn't see him in-
gymnastics. That was my favorite part.
it wasn't breaking.
No, gymnastics was my favorite part. And
Oh, I
and some
love
of the diving too.
I love the gymnastics. I love it. Everything in the pool.
Yeah.
I love the running, the track and field. Love that. Oh, it was good. Archery. Yeah, yeah. I didn't watch any of that. I didn't watch archery or volleyball. Shame on me. But anyway, I wonder what the Christian in chief thinks about the. Somebody's here.
Excuse me.
Yeah, Miss. Yeah.
Right.
Checking out that license plate number. Oh man. So yeah, okay. That was ridiculous. Oh, so inflation fatigue. We've already talked about. She's now decided to. This is how she's saving money. She's saving money, y'all. So she can buy those $10 lunches and take her $100 trips to the dollar store. She
Right.
only showers. She only showers every other day, so she will use less soap
Oh
and
God.
shampoo and conditioner. She's using fewer of her paper plates. And oh, I don't know. That was just so. Oh, and this is where she said she wants to buy a bike for the baby. And then she tells the story. The baby already has a bike. The baby's never learned to ride a bike. The baby's bike's still on training wheels, but it's a 14-inch bike and it's too small for the baby. So the baby needs a new bike. That's not, that's a job for her parents.
Right.
Not, who looks at grandmother to buy you a bike? Come on.
Mm-mm. My parents always bought me a bike.
Never expect anything like that from grandparents. Well, then, okay, the red light ticket. There was an interesting thing here. Have you already gone over the red light ticket?
Is that why she was so mad?
Yeah, that's why she was so mad. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I basically covered that, or here's what I basically said about that. I'm surprised she still has her driver's license with all the shenanigans that she pulls.
Exactly. Well, we only have her word for it that she does.
Yeah, that's right. That's true.
And we know how Glenda's word is.
Not very good.
No. Well, during this one, she told a story about when she went to work in Orlando.
Oh,
And
yeah.
she wasn't familiar with the monsoon rains in Florida. Now, where did she move from? Was that when they moved from Louisiana? She went to
I don't know.
Florida.
They move so many times I can't keep up with it.
I know. I can't figure out, but anyway, all the kids, they might have moved. She might have moved there because Orlando moved to Orlando, and yeah. So anyway, apparently Junior was there too, and Junior was young, and then of course Jeremy was there. So she had all the kids there at one time, but she claims that she went to Orlando to open a office for this. What was it that she worked for? This oh, come on, somebody here worked for some insurance company or something.
Yeah.
And she claimed that she went to Orlando. It was just a coincidence, I guess, that her son was there, because she went there to open an office for this thing. Well, she was telling this story about Orlando. She got caught out in the monsoons without an umbrella, and she had to get back to work because her boss was there, and she had to get back on the clock. So were you punching a time clock there and you had a boss? I thought you went to open the office. So something there doesn't jive. And I think that was also the video where she apologized to the chickens because they
Yes.
weren't let out. And then of course she had to tell the story about chickens. Daddy had chickens, and it was her job. She had to go. I don't know what to do in the chickens, but she was just terrified of snakes, and she never saw a snake in Mississippi, but she was just terrified um, of them. Oh, the $10 meal I still have. Oh, that's where uh, Avalon said she explained halal to the Southern Baptist MFers.
Yeah.
Well, she claimed that what she was told to know about, that that it all come from the Quran, and the livestock is slaughtered in a humane way. Now, if it's humane to drag it out in front of everyone and slit its throat as part of for everybody to see this and celebrate, if that's humane, well, you can take that humanity back where it came from.
Yeah, you do have a nice kitchen, Chuck. It looks like Brady Bunch.
Ba-da-da. You know me and my orange and avocado color schemes.
Love it.
It
Thanks.
does look like that. Is that, yeah? Do you have a green screen?
No, I
That
just
is-
was playing around with StreamYard settings, having fun.
oh, that's in
Oh.
StreamYard, huh? What
Uh-huh.
else is there? I want to do it.
Go
Alex
to
left the door.
settings and start playing.
Well, I'm gonna do that. Next time we come on,
Good.
I'll do something too. I used to, because I'm just not
Oh,
hanging
here, I
out that
like
little
this
screen
one.
anymore. There, yeah, I've had that. That's in StreamYard.
What-
Yes.
Okay, now you've frozen.
There we go.
Okay, where are settings? Oh, here it is, settings.
Oh,
All right.
Laura's on this one. Damn,
You guys
she diverted
talk
this
amongst
plane to Denver
yourselves.
before we even had our first drink. Damn.
Hold on, it's frozen on me right now.
Jennifer, that would be a very French thing for me to do.
It's lagging.
The bouillard effect is going to make the steak good. So, Jean du pays, c'est à ton tour de vous laisser parler d'amour. That was for Jean. Oh, look at Miss Las Vegas.
Oh,
Strip.
she's in Vegas.
All right.
I don't think I'm quite live.
This is right up your alley, isn't it, Laura? I knew you'd love
Oh,
this
yeah.
stuff.
But I don't think my voice is matching my lips.
Yeah, mine isn't either.
It's okay. We pretend we're talking in sign language.
I
Okay,
apparently
let's
have
see.
Liberace.
Oh, that Liberace
Yeah.
movie. Did y'all see that? Wow.
Oh yeah, she got yeah. Carla's right on it. She was transferred to the Florida office when Puerto Rico became a state.
Right.
Oh, and she was telling a story about the hurricane. She has a friend. She mentioned a friend who is married to a Puerto Rican woman, and she still has family there. So she was worried about the friend. I might have to go back. I don't know if I can take this.
Yeah, I don't
But-
know what's going on right now.
What's happening?
I don't know, like it's lagging like way behind.
Oh, maybe I shouldn't be playing with these backgrounds. Maybe Laura shouldn't either. Whoops.
I shouldn't either, maybe.
Now I can't get rid of it.
I'm gonna cut mine off. Just go back to none under the background.
Under virtual background, none. Okay.
All right.
Des
I'm trying
yeux
here.
Barthélémien. She's
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe we just don't have the bandwidth for that. And by bandwidth, I don't even know what I just said.
Oh, there we go.
it's one of those words that sounds like something Kamala Harris would explain. I'm sorry, Kamala. Bandwidth.
No, it's Kamala. It rhymes with Mamala.
If I'm gonna learn to do it, I got to get more nasal. But the main thing is the nodding after each word or two. Oi.
There we go.
That's the part that kills me. Wow, I would love to have her in an audience, wouldn't you?
You know, the part that kills me
What?
is the constant, relentless lying about everything and just making up shit.
Which one are we talking about? That's for our entire audience. Now
I'm
everybody
not
gets to
talking
clap.
about Kamala.
Oh,
We'll put it that way. I'm not talking about Kamala. So yeah, we got it. Have you seen Brittany Vasseur? No. Has she been talking about that?
No, but she made a video talking about it.
Oh, she thinks that that's going to get her views.
That word, Brittany Vasseur. What does that translate to? Des yeux qui font baisser les miens, on espère sous sa bouche. Merci, Jean. C'est très charmante.
I am wearing a dress. I love it. You can't see it. It's a maxi. It's long. It's to my ankles.
That's pretty.
And I got it at Temu.
You went on another Temu haul?
Yes, I'm telling you, I've gotten into Temu. I have Pippa here in a bed. It's so cool. I have 2 of them. She loves this bed, and it has handles on the side. She was asleep in my salon, and I just grabbed the handle and drug her in here into Roy's office, and she didn't have to get up or anything. But anyway,
she's got a contact
buzz. I later looked. You know how they, on Amazon too, all the Chinese retailers, they put everything in the title, so it'll come up in searches.
Yeah.
Well, one of the searches for this dress, one of the things that they put in was Ramadan.
Oh, wow.
So apparently I've got a Ramadan dress.
So is that color more of an orange or a red? Just for
it's
those
red.
Of us. It's red. Okay.
Yeah.
It looks red. Yeah.
Red and white. I love it.
Or is it a coal? Is it or how does she say it? Coral. Is it a
coal?
Coral.
Coal is one of her various assorted favorite colors.
It's like that guy in The Walking Dead calls his son Coral. Some of y'all will get that. He's a British actor trying to do a Georgia accent. Coral.
Oh, do a cooking video while smoking.
I agree.
Well, I do have a video on my channel of Betty Butterfield smoking and singing the French national anthem, and everybody comments how very French, how wonderfully French.
Oh. Maybe we should put some of those videos on here.
I wish you could. The one of Betty Butterfield doing La Marseillaise is so heartfelt. People still write me about that one.
Okay, I'm going to find it and put it on here because we need to keep some videos going out when we don't get together, so people have a place to comment and chat.
That's a great point. Yeah,
and
that is a good point.
I appreciate you all. I appreciate all you Panthers hanging in there because it's so nice. Oh, it's so nice to see a lot of these names here. Let's see. Oh, we have 87 in the room.
It's like old friends week here.
Yeah. Oh, let's see what's going on. What's doing here? You've had a storm roll through. Your new AC won't turn back on. Check the breakers. Damn it, Merle's mom forgot. Oh, her name is Dort.
Dort.
It's Dort. It's Dort's fault. Oh, let's see.
And my thing, okay, she gets all that food in Instacart orders, and it's like enough food for like a year. Okay. Why does she still feel the need to go to the grocery store?
When Robert takes care of her every need.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's not his name. Will.
Yeah, I think you got distracted because you saw Robert's name.
Yeah, I had Robert on my mind. Excuse me.
Dude, that happens every time you come in here. These ladies get discombobulated. And he kind of
He is
actually
very
he
handsome.
does look like that. That's really him. I mean,
I know
when
it really is him. Chuck has Robert's phone number.
when he's clean shaven, he's got a little boy face. But with the whatever that was going on, I can see why y'all are kind of. It's the eyes, though, isn't it? He's got that look.
He just looks like a model.
He's been
does.
trained, or somebody's told him how to pose.
I claimed for years that was a picture that was just some picture he grabbed from the internet.
Hey, some people just got
nothing
good
wrong with
genetics.
that.
You know?
There's no shame in that. Oh.
Yes, you model. You do look like a model.
The Robert Gray Cologne Collection, now available at Macy's.
And everywhere where cologne is
I've
sold.
heard about them. Yeah. And he doesn't he put out several videos a day? Is he the one? Somebody said.
Sarasota Tim.
Oh, are you? Oh, wait. I was trying to do this. Jean, are you talking about my Ramadan dress? Thank you. Thank you. Oh, Chuck, unmute yourself.
I've ordered Islamic clothing online before, and it's cheap and it fits beautifully. I ordered something called a kurta, Kurta, from India. It's a handsome shirt with a gold clasp and some baggy pants to go with it. I even made a profile picture with it because I wore it to a funeral. I think you've seen that, Laura.
Yeah.
But yeah, I put myself in front of the Taj Mahal, but
Yeah.
I could definitely pass at the 7-Eleven for a minute or two.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, Robert does belong on a romantic novel cover. I agree.
Yeah.
Or maybe just that picture. You never know. All of us have that one picture that we have in our collection that's like, damn, that was the best day I was ever going to look, and nobody told me. You got one of those pictures?
I actually know someone that writes those novels. I don't know. Has anyone here? I don't know if anyone here reads them, but has anyone ever heard of the writer Kat Martin? Kat Martin.
I think I have. Yeah.
She is the sister of a really good friend of mine, and her name is Kathy. And as far as I know, no one ever called her Kat. But that's a good name for a writer. But I tried just because her sister Patty, I love, and just because of Patty, I tried to read. I couldn't make it in like 10 pages. It was like, some woman, she sees some guy at a gas station and she couldn't help but notice the bulge in his pants.
Oh, gosh.
I mean, this is what it was just getting started. So, I mean, I didn't want to see where it goes from there.
I wouldn't either.
Wasn't there some Olympics guy, a swimmer, that got famous for a day or two about his Speedo package or whatever?
Really? No, are you sure it wasn't the guy that retrieves the hats?
I don't know who that
There's
is.
a guy, he's the hat retriever. When somebody loses their cap in the pool, he jumps in and gets it. And he bows at everything, and he's wears a little red Speedo, and he's got a belly. I mean, he's got the dad belly. Oh.
That's a job Merle
Jennifer
could do, a cap grabber. What do you call it? A cap snatcher? A cap what? For the pool people?
Cap retriever.
Cap retriever. I knew it sounded military. Because Merle's always looking for a part-time job.
She could never make it to the bottom of the pool.
No.
That's
she could make it one time.
All she needs is that once. Oh, you're just awful.
I'm sorry.
Jennifer Kenny says content for YouTube and massive overeating Glenda. who wakes up in the middle of the night for PB&J Tahoe cookies and milk.
Yeah, that's content. Y'all, oh, let me tell you, baby grandson is absolutely darling. Hey, leave a comment. Leave a comment down below. What's your favorite movie? Comment down below. And then when
He is cute.
he was looking at the garden, he found he was looking for a cucumber and he called them pickles.
Yeah.
Like, oh, here, I found a pickle here. And then comment if you grow cucumber, comment if you grow pickles. Oh, he was just so sweet. He was like, y'all keep coming back. Smash that like button and subscribe. He was absolutely darling.
He is, and for a little New York boy, he's picked up his mother's, our grandmother's thing and saying, "Mash the button." That's so Mississippi. That and cut the light on, not turn it on, but y'all cut the light on.
Glenda does have many clothing bulges.
Like in the most of the country, they talk about their electric bill, but in the South, we call it the light bill. And Canadians, believe it or not, do you know what Canadians call their electric bill?
No.
What?
The hydro.
Huh? Is it hydroelectric power?
At least in Eastern Canada, yeah. I know one of your Canadian girls is going to get on here and Wikipedia my ass to school and back.
John, tell us what's going, and let's see who else. We've got more than one now.
Nous avons beaucoup de Canadiens.
Yes, Carla, I didn't see it. I walked in there and looked when they were looking in the garden. I walked in there, but I didn't see her hind legs.
I remember that old country song, "Scabrous hind limbs, scratch all day, itchy hind limbs, have your way."
Oh my God, she's so gross when she's here. And y'all, I just scratched them until they were open. I mean, how can you be grosser? I don't think so.
Well, she is a content creator. Excuse me.
She's famous. She's YouTube famous.
And we're jealous. We're very jealous people.
I'm so jealous, let me tell you.
She's so successful. So successful.
So successful that she's making $200 a month now.
Yeah.
Wow.
I like to see it. I see that income just going down, down, down.
Like the subscriber count again. I guess she's gonna have to, I don't know, use that parking ticket or that speeding ticket money to pay for some more subs for at least one more month.
I'm like, she just always gets them because she goes, I always go online and I always pay it right away because I don't want it hanging over me. I always do that.
And has the nerve a week before to make a bitchin' video about inflation where she talks about her car insurance rates going up. What do you think's going to happen now, Merle?
Yeah.
Have a few more tickets and see about that New York point system. I think they got up there.
Oh man, I got to make it through next February without anything happening, or my insurance is going to cancel us.
What is your major sin when you drive? Are you a speeder?
Well, no, I never get a ticket. I have wrecks.
Oh, well, so you
all
in for a dime, all in for a dollar.
I had a one party wreck here where I tried to back out of the garage and the lift gate was up.
Oh shit.
There, and I like back out, I hear this crash, and I stopped real quick and I looked up. There was nothing. It was all clear. So I pulled forward, clear, all clear. So I did it again. I hit it again. And then finally I realized it because it says lift gate was up. So I wrecked not only my car, but my house at the same time. My house needed repair. And then, I totaled the rental car in Houston. Had a terrible wreck. Oh, I don't even want to talk about that. But I totaled some little car. And then, then I had a wreck at the car wash. And because I was waiting, it was really crowded. I blame it on them. It was more crowded than it had ever been. And when he calls you in, you're in your car, you have to set your car and go through. And he was like trying to get the cars so close to each other. And he kept saying, come forward, come forward, come forward. And it was like, I'm going to hit the car in front of me. He's like, come forward, come forward, come forward. Finally, he says, stop. And when he says stop, you're supposed to put your car in neutral. And apparently I accidentally put it in reverse. So then I wrecked my car and the car behind it. So that was another two-party thing. Anyway, they called. I heard Roy talking to them, and basically they told Roy one more claim and you can be canceled without notice. But apparently by you've hit the side of the garage with your mirror 6 times.
So you gotta, Laura, you gotta drive right and fly straight for 6 months, or else you're gonna get hit with the bill, huh?
Yeah, well, I haven't been. Oh, our insurance is so, and we only have the one car. We got rid of a car to save on. Because really, we only need one car. It just seems so crazy to even think about. But
I picture you and Roy driving something like a white Tahoe.
now we drive a black Ford Edge.
Oh, y'all are practical. Okay,
Yeah.
flex
Those
fuel.
are nice cars.
All my cars have names,
They
and
get great
this car
reviews.
his name is the Dark Knight.
Ooh.
Now, when I had it, I told my friend, all the name, but you're trying to get on something that's good. But I got the Dark Knight because it's black and it has dark gray leather interior, so it's the Dark Knight. And then I was talking to a friend of mine, and she said, "No, you should name it Bruce, because Batman, the Dark Knight, Bruce, whatever his name is." The Batman's real name. So I named it Bruce, but it just didn't feel right. I called it Bruce for a few days and it just didn't feel right. So then I changed his name to Caitlin. I thought maybe that's it. And
So where did that come from?
Yeah, Caitlin didn't feel right either. So I went back to the Dark Knight.
Well, at least you gave it a good old college try with that Caitlin. Was that going to be with a C or a K?
K, of course, yeah. Like K, like Kardashian. Oh no, he used a C, didn't he? I mean, she. I'm sorry. She spells her name with a
C. Yeah.
Let's see. Well, I'm trying to get on something. Jennifer's flying a flag. Oh, the rainbow flag. Absolutely.
The original rainbow flag. I remember that from back like 1985, maybe, when it started. It has changed so much since then. But yeah, apparently some guy in Los Angeles made the first one. I'll have to look that up. I like the way they looked, especially when you would like drive around San Francisco, and if you were in the Castro or something, they'd just be on every building. It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
It is and I think it means one thing if it's this way and another if it's upside down. I'm not sure. There's so many flags now, I can't keep up. I saw a chart the other day. It's like, my gosh, I am so.
It's a flag for Caitlin, but Jennifer, I really do think she spells her name with a C.
She does. Caitlyn Jenner, yeah.
Well,
at least she doesn't take herself too seriously. She's still funny.
Right.
She's still politically bold, does controversial opinions.
Who are you talking about?
Caitlyn Jenner.
Oh, Caitlyn, yeah.
I'm going to have to replay that to see how my Caitlyn Jenner impressions in my head came to be like Glenda. Glenda Merle, Big Bad Merle. She come out of a place called Lumberton down in Mississippi. She called Dixieland. And Merle was young and she was mean. And everybody know you didn't take no stuff from Merle. Big Merle.
Big Bad Merle.
Big Mama Merle.
Merle's dense boobs.
Where is Merle's dense boobs?
I don't know, but Laura has said so many beautiful comments tonight. I think Merle's dense boobs might come in under a new name.
Oh yeah, Merle's dense boobs. Yeah. Okay, I think I got everything here.
I like her too, Betty. I think we're still talking about Caitlin. Yeah, she's funny. She doesn't mind getting on the interview shows and doing her thing. Controversial as she wants to be, but
Is she still a Republican? I guess.
oh yeah, conservative Republican in California, not a popular thing to be, I'm sure, but that's a lot to balance. I don't know, Carla. That was a big thing for her, wasn't it? I mean, that's why a lot of us first found out about her. A friend of mine wrote me and said, "You need to look at this lady named Glenda. She got kicked off YouTube or something for being at Pride." And I'm like, huh?
Oh, now what? She got a bunch of her, a bunch of the Southern Baptist MFers were upset
Oh,
that she went to the Pride Parade. And she went to hand out, she had little cards with her YouTube channel. She was handing out cards to try to get subscribers.
do you remember when and where that was?
Well, it's in New Jersey. She has it up. She said
She went to the, I think, Asbury Park like Pride Parade or something like that.
But she said over and over she wasn't supporting. She wanted her subscribers to know she was not supporting gay people.
But yet she's always talking about how you will be loved and accepted here.
Well, she would have a lot more comments if she would deal with real comments and deal with real people who have questions. I mean, her subscriber rate would go up, and if she would interact with people who have something to say about her.
So Laura, if she tackled the top 3 things that people are aggravated about with her, and she went on a show, did a little video, what would the topics be that people would be fascinated to really know?
Charity fraud, I say number 1. She's
really?
Already it. Oh yeah, absolutely. And if there was no charity fraud, Glenda, then why did you make up the story about the little old ladies quilting club that you clearly made up? And you were getting money. You have a video right on your channel right now that says you and the little old ladies wanted to make money for funeral expenses because you remembered. Yeah, you always bring that in. You remembered that you didn't have the money to pay for a funeral. By the way, all the victims their families received no bill for their services from anybody.
Right.
They didn't need your little craft that you claim you sent them to Colorado. She won't say where. I've asked so many times. Where did you send them? And did you decide, like the guy that you claim was your nephew? You literally told Ballsack that was your nephew, and I have your texts. No denying it. He was married, and he had parents. So in a situation like that, who did you decide where you were going to send your little craft, your little quilted wall hanging? Did you send it to his parents, or did you send it to his widow? Because you know what? Neither one of them ever remembers getting your little craft. $177. She's broken the 200. Yay, just me.
Okay, so that was topic number 1. You'd like her to.
The Zeus storyline, absolute feline.
Is there a second thing you'd like her to talk about, Laura?
The Zeus storyline. Yeah, the feline's got here.
Gotcha.
Completely ridiculous. Completely made up. There's no Zeus. There's no Zeus. You even get your son to, you You film him from the neck down trying to pretend to be Zeus, a man from Manhasset who has some quasi-German accent that he picked up 50 years ago when he went to candy school in Germany.
Oh, that's one story she's never gonna.
Yeah, he'll never tell. The reason he had to have the janky accent, Glenda, is because we recognize his voice. But you know what? We recognize it anyway. Even with the janky accent, we recognize that that's your son. And it was clear as day that that was your son that you recorded in your kitchen in the basement apartment that you rented that claimed to be in the Phillips Mansion in Manhasset, and that was the quarters for Zeus's parents or his dad's caretaker. His mom, Elizabeth, still lived upstairs in the mansion, the estate. That's what she called the estate. Glenda, the whole thing was big pack of lies. Yeah. Yep. Okay, what's number 3?
Shoplifting, fuels drug addiction, and lies continue would be like the top 5 things.
Yeah. Why won't you tell? Why won't you keep saying you fessed up? You fessed up to your subscribers. You claim you've been arrested more times than you can remember, or you've been put in jail more times than you can remember, something like that.
Are you in front? What are you in front of there?
In front of my rental house in Bakersfield.
That's actually a cute little house. I like it.
It is my cute little rental. No, I own the little house. That's my truck, and I have my Buddhist flag and my Israel flag out that day. But yeah, I got central air and 3 window units just to make me feel like a memo. Oh man, I don't know, Jennifer. This background thing makes it look like my hair is come and go. Who knows?
How did you do that, Chuck? Did you just like pick a picture?
I went to the main page we're on, clicked setting, and then virtual backgrounds. And then I scrolled down to the plus sign and found a picture and added it.
A picture like from your phone?
From my computer. I don't normally do this on the phone.
Oh.
I have a
And
laptop.
Jennifer says Chuck does not wear a toupee. I don't think so either. He claims he does. Insert free food here.
Isn't that awful?
Oh, that's good. Keep that one up. That's good.
What is wrong with me?
What is wrong with you?
I don't know. I'm gonna go back to Delaware Street and relax. You recognize this?
Oh yeah, that's Roseanne.
Very good. I have a question to ask of all the Panthers out there, if anybody wants to, because Laura just basically touched on something I thought it would be of interest to know about all of you. Do any of you have a celebrity friend or relative? Most people don't talk about their celebrity friends because it's not cool, but if any of you are either related to or grew up with or know an actual celebrity, tell us. I'd be curious.
Well, I've said before that I am very proud.
I wish I did.
To know Janet and Kathy Lennon, and I think they're still relevant. They still sometimes perform as the Lennon sisters with their youngest sister Mimi.
There was a great video I found on YouTube of the Lennon sisters on the Dinah Shore show. and
Oh,
they all were saying they have a webpage or something on Facebook or whatever, and they were saying Dinah Shore said her lifelong dream was to be one of the Lennon sisters. So
did
she
she
was
sing with
so
them?
she did a number with them and loved it, and said they said she worked harder than any of us to do it right. She was really cool. But since you brought them up, talk about blast from the past.
Yeah. Oh, I'd like to see that. That was a good show. I remember watching the dinosaur show.
I wonder if our Canadian friends remember her in the 1960s singing, "See the USA in your Chevrolet. America is waiting for you to call."
I sure remember.
Oh, I started a firestorm down here when I sent a conservative radio host a copy of Leo Greenwood's, "God Bless the USA." He did one for Canada in the 1980s that I happened to buy a record of at a shop and saved it. And it says, "From the shores of Nova Scotia to the forest in BC, from Montreal to Winnipeg and sea to shining sea. From Detroit we can see her below the USA, and there's pride in every Canadian heart, and it's time we stand and say that I'm proud to live in Canada." And
Oh, I thought that should have been I'm proud to be a Canadian.
well, that's what it was released as. And the cute thing when he says, "From Detroit we can see her below the USA," Windsor, Ontario is actually south of Detroit.
Is
So
that right?
very cool touch for him to put in there.
Yeah. I remember in the 70s there was a record they played all the time from a Canadian, but he didn't sing, he just spoke. But he spoke about how, America's there to help everyone and nobody helps America, even in the Great Fire. Nobody else. And then he goes, "This is one Canadian who's tired of seeing the Americans kicked around."
Wow.
And you don't remember that?
I'm not sure who it was.
I bet I can find it. I'm gonna go to Chat GPT. If I can remember that one, I remember that one line for sure. That this is one Canadian who's tired of seeing the Americans get kicked around. Yeah, they would tell me. Oh, I have just become obsessed with Chat GPT.
Oh, she has.
I really and it remembers things. And now, when I say, I always say thank you at the end. When I say thank you, it's always, "Oh, you're welcome. If you want any more information, just ask, or if you just want to chat."
How nice.
Yeah, I don't know anybody famous, but I used to go to like shows all the time, and I've met like a lot of like bands that were like up and coming, but none of them really like became famous or like hugely big.
Oh,
I
were you a
was
group? Were you a groupie? And there's no shame in that.
No, I mean I wasn't a groupie. Like I didn't like sleep with any of them, but I liked band boys there for a minute.
Yeah. Well, I don't think that that's a definition of a groupie. Maybe it is. I don't know.
I
Well,
think
okay.
that's the straight up definition of a groupie.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I didn't
Huh.
sleep with any of them, but I liked me some band boys though.
Oh,
I even kept
Taylor,
saying I was a.
highlight some comments. Some people are chatting away.
Well, okay. What is barrel insurance?
I don't know.
Yeah, what is barrel insurance?
Yeah, Jennifer says she met him, but he was a little chubby at the time.
Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, and she remembers the from the Lennon Lawrence Welk show, a 1 and a 2 and
My grandmother loved that show, so we always watched it, and there was a lot of it I like. I liked the woman who played the honky tonk piano, Joanne something. She played an upright, and of course I loved Bobby and who were the dancers? Bobby and he had
Bobby and the Sissy. Bobby and the
Bobby and
Sissy.
Sissy. And then didn't he have a second partner? I thought Sissy left and he stayed on and had another partner. Your uncle was lead guitar player for Loretta Lynn for 29 years.
That's
Oh my
awesome.
goodness. Oh, I love that movie Coal Miner's Daughter so much. Hey, church.
Hey, church.
Oh, Roy and I saw that. God, I guess we were newlyweds. That probably came out in 1979 or 1980.
Laura, I think you should lower your camera a bit so you're framed and we can see your beautiful dress.
My Ramadan dress.
And I want to say, one's in Topeka, one's in the oven. What's that word?
One's on the way.
Right. They say that Raquel Welch just got $1 million pact. And so Debbie's out in Vegas working up a brand new act. And the White House social season should be glittering and gay. But here in Topeka, the doorknobs are banging, the faucet is a dripping, and the phone is a ringing. One needs a feeding, and one needs a changing, and one's on the way.
Just me. That sounds like
one of them needed a spanking. That was politically incorrect.
Well, it's only because I forgot the lyrics, but yeah, one needs a beating, and one needs a strangling, and one's named after Merle.
That was her real band in the movie. Oh yeah, that's fabulous. That makes sense. Oh, I tell you, I love that movie so much. I went back. We saw it in the theater, and then I went back and saw it. It had to be on weekend because I saw it by myself in the matinee.
I only met, I think, or know 3 celebrities. Well, Madeleine Murray O'Hair, the famous atheist, I became friends with when I was a teenager until she died. And then
that was amazing. That's amazing, Chuck. That really is.
Oh, she and I were really actually close friends, and she used to love my impersonation of her. She would make me do it. She'd always take us to Poncho's to eat when I was in college at Austin. And she, do me, Knipp, talk like me. And I was like, really?
Okay,
right
do
now?
it.
She's like, there is no God. There is no Jesus Christ. There never was such a thing. What are you people talking about? You're crazy. You will outgrow this. And she's like, how did you master my Pennsylvania accent? And I'm like, I don't know, Dr. O'Hare. I have a gift. But the only celebrity contacts I have are Tom Byron, who's probably the world's biggest heterosexual porno star. If you want to look him up. Okay, Taylor. Yeah, Tom Byron and I went to high school together. So he's 63 now, too. I don't know. I've only seen a clip of one of his movies. He was trying to do a British accent. It was horrible. But I did understand at that point why he became a porno star. Enough said. RuPaul. Gotcha. RuPaul is my friend. We just had he just had a birthday. And Lady Bunny, the ridiculous entertainer from New York, and I, 180 degrees apart on the political spectrum, but we both are Quakers and we make each other laugh. So that's mine. Anybody else got a celebrity? How about a celebrity you just ran into? I would love to hear that. I bet even Taylor has run into a celebrity.
I haven't, actually. I wish. Yeah, I wish, but I haven't.
I flew on a plane with Ralph Lauren years before I worked for him.
This was Were you seatmates at the time, or?
Pardon?
Were you seatmates?
No, this was first class because Roy was on a business trip to London, and back in the day, you could get a free companion ticket with a first class ticket. So we went to London first class, and he was there. And what I remember, I had allergies by the time we landed. They gave us a rose when as we entered. You got a rose and a glass of champagne, and he sat there with his rose for the whole. We went from Los Angeles, so it was I don't know, 8 hours, maybe. I'm not sure. Whatever the flight was, he had his nose in that rose the entire flight. I had hay fever. You met Wayne Newton on a flight? Professional wrestler superstar Billy Graham.
Yeah, I actually have never met anybody or ran into anybody.
I ran into I was in Huntington Beach in a liquor store because I was staying with my friend Melissa, who lived in Huntington Beach, and I was going to, I don't know, to get us some liquor. So anyway, I was in this liquor store, and the actor Mike Connors was there. Oh, and one time, Roy, I went and picked up Roy at the airport, and this is and I met him at baggage claim, and he comes, and this was on Southwest, and he comes and he goes, look at that guy, he's somebody, and it's like, oh yeah, we knew he was somebody, but I couldn't find out who he was. So like I was there, and the bags were going around, and I saw him reach for a bag, and I thought, well, I'm just going to try to read the name. And I didn't realize I was bent completely over the bag, and I saw his hand go there, and I had to look up and say, hi. And it was Clu Gallagher. He was an actor. Have you muted yourself again?
Yeah, I just want to cut back on the noise. I was at an airport in Seattle once taking a red eye to London, and a guy was talking to the ticket agent. He was so loud. He goes, Durning, Durning, Charles Durning. And I was like, he looks so familiar.
Oh, somebody met Marvin Hamlish at Grand
Nice.
Hotel in San Diego. Yeah, that counts, Malinois.
Yeah, that can count.
A friend of you owned a horse that belonged to Elizabeth Taylor. So you are now just, let's see, there's the friend and the horse, and you're now 3 degrees separated from Elizabeth Taylor.
That's awesome.
Burt Bacharach awesome. At the racetrack. Carlos was very unassuming and humble. Oh, Sunset, I didn't see who you met. Carlos. Was it Carlos Santana?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
I mean, I just want to expand this to anybody who's even met someone. I've shaken hands with Ronald Reagan and President Bush the First, and Ann Richards, Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, just to name a few. So I know some of you have maybe not been to a concert with a celebrity. I live one-handed air quotes. I'm not like Merle. My shoulder is still kind of weak. But
she never even thinks about hers anymore. And she says that she didn't do many follow-up videos that she needs to do. Are you kidding? We heard about that damn shoulder for a year.
Well, that was hence the famous orgasm noise video, or as you renamed it, Laura, physical therapy without the sexual sound effects.
Oh my God. That grunting was so, on Howard Stern, they do, they play a thing, and the question is it tennis or gay porn? They play a little sound.
Oh, and it's like, okay.
And that Robin is such a tennis fan. Not only did she know all the tennis ones, she knew who it was.
Okay, that second part's kind of amazing. I do like Robin Givens. I don't know why.
That's tennis. That's Rafa Nadal.
Even that movie, what was it called, Laura? Private Parts. I'm sorry, I'm talking over you. I was asking about Private Parts. Did you like the movie? Did you love how they didn't even pretend they were young when they did their younger scenes. It was just
Yeah. He says
amazing.
he goes, now suspend disbelief.
I was honestly shocked how good an actor he was. I didn't read the book, but when I saw the movie, I was like, damn, Howard, okay, I got you. I get it. I'm on it.
He got lots of offers, but he never would do it. You met Mac Nally from Jenny Buffett's Coral Reefer Band. Okay, very nice man. A few months ago.
Oh, hey, Robert. One of my best shows ever was in Fairhope, Alabama. I love that. And I miss Phyllis Schlafly, Carla. Oh,
Oh,
just me met Winston Groom and Mrs. DuPont gave Malinois Mama Elizabeth. Or, no, I can't tell these people apart. Oh, Mac McNally. I wonder who that is. You met President Nixon? I'm so jealous. Were you on the beach, Jennifer? I have never been a quitter. To resign my office before my term is complete is hard to every bone in my body. However,
that is real good.
I
Your
must
That is
mouth,
good.
your
say
mouth looks exactly like his.
thank you so hard. It was
That
50
was
years
good.
ago this past week, you know.
Was
50
it?
years ago, August 9th, he left.
Wow.
Remember that? And
Yeah.
my
Mhm.
fellow Americans, Mr. Chief Justice, assorted and distinguished guests, our long national nightmare is over. Here, the people rule. The Constitution works. May Richard Nixon, who has found peace for millions around the world, finally find peace for himself. I'm acutely aware I have not been elected by your ballots, so I ask for your confirmation in your prayers. Scene. Thank you. That's me acting. I hope you enjoyed.
Very good. Oh, Pippa
Don't
just
be
coughed
don't
up
be
a hair.
don't get verklempt. It's okay. It was just
Pippa just coughed up a hairball.
Robert Gray, and didn't she also like have a cigar in a very inappropriate place too?
yeah.
And then he put the cigarette in his mouth
Oh,
and said it
cute,
tastes good.
cute.
But as far as we know, that's all the tasting he did. Just
That
on
will really derail the headlines, Carla, if President Carter decides to pass away during the election season.
That
yeah.
will.
God love him.
Yeah,
Tricky dick.
Trump can actually go somewhere invited.
Oh, Jimmy Carter's funeral?
Yeah.
What? Okay.
Yeah. All the presidents and former
You're right. I get it. Yep.
presidents show up when a president dies.
I love at the presidential funeral, they always play Hail to the Chief in halftime. Just something about that gets to that national anthem part of my heart that's that y'all know about.
That is very moving. Well, politically, I was very honored to meet a lot of people. My first figure was Dan Quayle.
You did in what,
Yeah.
88 or yeah,
And
88. How'd you meet Dan? I met Marilyn at the San Angelo airport, but
he made us. Roy and I were real active in Young Republicans, so that tells you how long ago it was.
it was 1988 or 92 at the
Yeah,
latest.
so that was yeah. We were in Bakersfield, and he came through and made a speech, and of course we were VIPs. And then I have met President Carter twice. I met the first President Bush and Barbara.
Mhm.
And I did not, the Clintons were invited to our wedding, but they didn't show. They did send us a gift, and I got rid of it. And because it was just something that it was a silver plate tray that when he was governor, it was, you know, it was engraved from Governor and Mrs. Clinton. Or no, it's from, I think it said from Governor Clinton and Hillary Rodham. It may have, I can't remember. But anyway, this is how young and spoiled I was in the early 80s when we lived in Norway and I had to do everything. I had to polish the any silver we had, and we got a lot of silver plate as wedding gifts. And I realized it was just as much trouble to polish silver plate as it was sterling. So I wasn't going to do it anymore. And I got rid of all the silver plate. I don't know what I did with it. I know we were in Oslo and I don't know anything about any. Well, there was a joke going around that the Goodwill wouldn't take anything used. So I don't know what I got. I may have put it in the landfill. But anyway, so I didn't meet them, but in Arkansas, I did meet Senator Dale Bumpers, and he was a guest at our wedding. And that's why I know about the red light law, because he sponsored that law. It's a federal law. It was a gas saving that you can always turn right on a red light after stopping unless it's posted otherwise. So if Glenda got a ticket for turning right, there it was posted no turn on red light.
She was probably trying to film a video and not paying attention.
Exactly. Yeah. She probably hasn't. You know, she never. All she ever does is slow down. She rolls through every stop sign. The John Goodman impersonation wrecked her. Who? Madeline? Who did the
No,
John?
Linda Tripp.
Oh, you met her?
No, that's who he's talking about. When John Goodman did his Linda Tripp.
Oh, John Goodman did an impression of Linda Tripp on Saturday Night Live.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. I need to go. I need to go watch that again.
So do I.
It would have been painful if it was you. Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh,
There's
I'm gonna have to go because I promised Roy I would make him dinner tonight.
what are you going to make him?
What are you gonna cook?
What is a allotted dinner?
I have a Hello Fresh box, and there's 3 dishes. I have a pasta dish, a turkey dish, and a chicken dish. And I didn't put anything in the freezer. Everything's still, but you know they seal it up real good. But I'm thinking about making the pasta dish is probably the easiest. You follow these things, and that's a 20-minute meal. You're supposed to be able to make it in 20 minutes.
My roommate and I have been doing Home Chef, which is actually very similar.
Oh yeah. I've heard. You know, I only got it because I knew that I was going to be out of commission for a couple of weeks. I mean, I don't even want to go shop. I just don't even want to think about it. And Roy's so good. He's had leftovers like the last 3 nights. He's stretched the leftovers. And I've got to make a steak for Pippa. Pippa now eats. I gave up on the fight. I was still trying to feed her twice a day because they always ate twice a day. But Kelly would eat her food if she didn't eat it. So she ate. And now she wanted. So now I finally do it Pippa's way. Pippa only wants 1 meal a day. She wants it late. She would prefer it if it's dark outside. And I give her twice the amount of a meal. So she's still eating the same amount. And her weight is staying the same. Because she's skinny. She can't afford to lose any more weight. But
right.
But what she likes, She eats her kibble, and I have to soak the you're sure Merle met Elvis? Yeah. Oh yeah, John Bon Jovi. She slept with him, I think, or was that a dream of hers?
Oh
Oh,
gosh.
your little sweet doggy is telling you exactly what she wants and how to do it.
She
And
wants to
all
eat at
you
night.
have to do is follow along.
Exactly. And her kibble is good, but I have to soak it. You know, she only has 8 teeth left, and she doesn't have one on top of another. So she can't eat treats anymore. Even the little soft ones. She can't eat. I mean, I give them to her and she'll try to get it around and then she'll spit it out and look at it. Like she doesn't understand. I eat those all the time. What's wrong? So they pick it up again, and yeah, so I quit giving it to her. The daytime reality show starting over. I don't know about it.
Yeah, I don't remember that one.
I get it. I have a 14-year-old cat named Gerald. I had to have all his teeth pulled. Cat lovers will maybe have heard of ESG or something, eosinophilic granuloma complex or whatever. They're allergic to their own teeth. So I had to have them all pulled except for the canines up and down. And it took him a while to recover. He could only eat wet food, obviously, and very slowly, and it just broke my heart. But now he's like a champ with those 4 teeth and just eats
Nice.
the hell out of it.
That's your cat you still have. Oh,
I have
good.
I have 4 of them. 3, 2 stay in here most of the time. 2 are Airbnb guests. Uh, One comes in named Chewy at night, the little tuxedo cat. He's like, "Meow, meow." He screams at me, I'm hungry. I'm like, okay, dude, I got tuna. I got whatever you need. We're going to fix it. And Natasha, who's scared of my dogs, so she only comes up at 2 a.m., screams. I give her all she can eat, and then she disappears for 23 hours. That's how cats will do. Laura, I think your husband has probably already microwaved himself the best chicken pot pie he could find in the
We
freezer.
don't even have anything like that. He's probably made some popcorn. But anyway,
I keep thinking Roy should be more like my 600-pound life and stash food. Or maybe if you did a really thorough house search, you would find giant cans of Pringles behind the mattresses and in the commode.
Roy does not eat. He eats apples.
He's lost how many pounds this year?
Well, he lost 40. I don't know if he's
It's
lost any
incredible.
more. He looks fantastic.
He's not that big. 40 pounds is amazing.
That
That's why
is.
that's why he needed to lose 40 pounds.
He
He's
changed.
gone. He's not in a double X shirt anymore. He's just in regular XL.
What do you think was the moment that changed his whole thing about eating?
Well, he had a surgery on his back,
Yep.
and so he quit drinking, and he wasn't drinking any during the recovery or anything.
I
And
remember
then
that.
he decided he just felt better not drinking. And of course, that's a help to me. Although I was never tempted by. He drank vodka and cognac, and I was never
Well,
tempted by either of those.
obviously that's easily like a fewer thousand calories a day right there.
Just cut that. Yeah, that's a lot. But he eats so healthy, no junk food, and he eats apples. Well, he taught me this. Every day we have fruit and yogurt and nuts all mixed up in a bowl. It's delicious.
What
That
kind of
sounds good.
nuts do you buy? If
Mixed
you're this
up.
insane about healthcare, please don't tell me it's almonds.
It is on. It's mixed
Damn it.
nuts.
Okay.
Why is something wrong with almonds?
Yeah, it's just every damn thing I see says the 10 top foods include almonds, and I'm like, damn it, why don't they say macadamia nuts or
Oh,
giant
I'll
double
probably get
coated
I'll probably
peanut
get
M&Ms?
macadamia nuts too.
I know, right? That's what I
Would
was
that be
wondering
so
too.
hard?
But I measure mine out because I go on Chat GPT every day and tell what I ate and get the calorie count. So I measure out. I always have 2 tablespoons of nuts, and I put it in a mortar and pestle and smash them up. So I have little pieces. Roy has a lot more nuts, but he likes whole nuts through it.
I love that you use the term mortar and pestle because I have one. I've had one for years. I got from a pharmacy. And then I realized I don't know which is which.
I don't either.
Ha!
I don't know which is the mortar and which is the pestle.
I will not spoil this for you. I will send you in private message.
I think if I would push, I would say that the vessel is the mortar and this thing is the pestle.
Why?
I don't know.
Just
sounds right both ways, doesn't it? Okay, which is it, Chuck? I know you know.
No, I'm not going to tell you. I'm sorry.
You're going to make me go find out.
No, yeah, Robert Gray is going to Wikipedia this, and he'll let us know in a minute.
Yeah, I've been.
Do you really have to leave,
my...
Laura, or can you just sit here and be beautiful for a little bit longer?
Chuck, I'm gonna need you to send me Robert's phone number.
Should I be a righteous bro and ask his permission first? Or
yeah, can I have it too?
Okay.
Don't ask because what if he says no? Then
no, I'm going to be like the Speaker of the House and bang my imaginary gavel and say, without objection, it is so ordered. So I'm sorry. I didn't mean to usurp the powers of Judge Vivian Valeur. I miss her so hard.
So do I.
I know. Oh my God, that thing where she went all out as a nurse, that was one of her
love that
best videos ever. Oh my God. Well, Robert has just admitted he's gonna give out his phone number. So Robert,
okay.
You know what? Just text these ladies. Tell them if you prefer FaceTime
wants it too.
or text or a phone call.
You can have it. Okay, just give it to me and I'll spread it around. I've got everybody in my phone.
Oh, Laura says, just give it to me and I'll spread it around. Okay, back to 1974, Laura. VD is for everybody, not just for the few. Anyone can get VD, even someone nice like you. Oh.
We sound like a bunch of thirsty bitches. Listen to us.
I would like to exempt myself, Father. I have... I'm too old for not only Robert, but anybody under like 90. I just can't anymore. Monkeypox. Monkeypox, Merle.
Yeah, I wonder if I FaceTime Robert if he'd take it. What? Oh, well, what?
He'd know you'd record it and put it on Instagram like 5 minutes later. He's probably scared to death of all of us. I would be if I was him. Jeez, poor guy.
Oh, there's Christina. You never heard anything like what the VD song? Yeah, I do. I never heard it either.
Once again, look up Betty Butterfield VD on YouTube. You'll find the best version.
I'm gonna so I have your permission to post some of those videos here if I want.
Yeah, of course. You don't even need it, but yeah.
Okay.
I know Peter Marshall.
Yeah, I didn't, and you know what? I didn't realize he was still alive, and I didn't realize Jenna Rollins was still alive.
Me either. Gosh, I saw Peter Marshall in. You remember that? I think it was a play, La Cage, before it was a movie. And he played the gay butch character. I saw this at the Washington, D.C., whatever playhouse, and Peter Marshall was in it. And he was so cool and so nice. I was
Okay.
like, this guy can act. He can't just wow, but he was great.
Yeah, I know that he used to do. He did a lot of dinner theater too.
Yep. I
All
saw.
right, you guys. Love
Oh,
you like a fat kid loves cake.
Love you too.
Hopefully you'll do it again, Taylor.
joke.
Yes, I'll try to.
Oh, Christina, give me a break. Okay. Well, Laura, I hope we're all looking forward to the 22nd. I hope that thing jolts you into the last century. And
I
Linda's
hope that you have no more pain ever again.
Oh God, I
amen.
deserve it. I deserve it. Oh God, this has got to work. I'm telling you, they teach me how to work that thing. I'm gonna just be a real nice in front of him while he teaches me how to work it. Meanwhile, yeah, I'm gonna get that remote. I'm gonna use the hell out of it. I'm gonna zip it up. And you know, there's a battery. You have to. I found out you have to recharge the battery. Oh no, I didn't find out any of this stuff until the thing. You recharge the battery. Anyway, I look at things. He's got to teach me how to do it. But somehow for 45 minutes a week, you sit on this thing because
Oh,
I have kind of a butt implant, and
uh-huh.
I sit on the charging device for 45 minutes, and he goes, "Oh, it's really you just do it while you're watching TV or something." And yeah, I'm not gonna pretend like I don't go 45 minutes or 3 hours not moving. But the more you use, the higher it is, and the more you use it, it'll run down the battery faster. And I was talking to my friend about it. She goes, "You'll be sitting on that battery charger every day." But oh yeah, no. When I learn how to do it, and I'll show you all the remote too, and I'll turn it up until I can feel it. Bye, bye, bye.
Bye.
We love you, Laura.
We love you.
I hope she feels good.
I hope so too. I hope she never has pain ever again.
Well, it's been so long that she's had to deal with this. I mean, talk about dispiriting, the kind of thing that just
I
kills the
agree.
optimism. The fact that she just keeps on, and wanted so much to be here tonight that she medicated. She even said maybe over medicate, but she was fine. She was
She was
wonderful.
fine, yeah.
I can't imagine trying to live that way. God love her.
I can't either.
Mm. So let's see. Oh, do you want to tell us anything about your let's see, you're not on any meds anymore, right? You're just on
Not for weight. No weight loss meds.
so you're just on what do you call it? Host foods?
What's that?
Host food or host dinners?
Home chef?
Home chef. Yeah.
Home chef.
Home
So
chef.
it's similar. Yeah, it's very similar to HelloFresh. Like they send you everything and they send you like a recipe and you just like follow the directions. But me and my roommate been doing it like every other week is what we usually do. So we've been getting like a lot of good meals out of it.
So how many meals a day is it?
So
One?
we just get like 3 a week. So we just do like 3 dinners a week.
Okay. And the
Yeah,
rest of
because
the time you just do your best, right?
yes, which I've been counting calories and I've been doing pretty good. So I eat about 1,500 calories a day, and that seems to be working for me.
Yeah, there's actually a mathematical formula you can do on yourself about, you put in your weight and you put in 3,500 calories equals 1 pound, and
Yeah.
you subtract your activity and all that, and tells you exactly how many calories you need to add or lower to.
Yeah, I use this app called MyFitnessPal, and
Oh yeah,
basically like
mm-hmm.
yeah, so basically I put in just like how much weight I wanted to lose, and then it told me like how many calories I would need to eat for like a certain amount of time in order to like lose that weight.
Was that 1,200, like you said, or
It
15?
was 1,900, but I don't even need
1,900.
to eat that much. I've been eating like 15 to 1,600 and I've been fine.
I was going to say it's kind of nice to know that you could lose weight on 1,900 calories a day, but
Yeah,
you don't even
that's
need
what I
that
was saying
much.
too.
Obviously, you can do with 20 or 30% less on some days.
Right.
Is there anything you've discovered, Taylor, that fills you up more than you thought it would?
Um, trying to think. Like vegetables and like eating more protein. Like I've noticed that on the days where like I eat more protein, I feel like fuller.
Yeah. I know a bunch of dietitians say, if you eat a bunch of protein for breakfast, like cottage cheese or bacon or eggs, bacon, cottage cheese, you'll feel full real fast and last longer.
Right. So
Hmm.
let's see. Robert said, so yeah, sorry, I'm looking at a comment Robert made up
No,
above.
highlight them all, girl.
Listen, I'm trying to. Here.
That's
I
okay.
thought about doing that food in the mail. It is worth it. I mean, if you're like me and my roommate where it's like we just eat the same things like all the time and we're trying to like find new ideas for things to cook, like I think it's a good idea because it gives you like new ideas about things to cook because you can like save the recipes and then you can go back and like remake them whenever you want to also. And you don't even have to have like the food, you can just go get the food at like the grocery store.
I have a question. When you say eat the same old things every day, is that because y'all only have certain things in the fridge pantry, or is it because you have a go-to takeout place you go to?
It's usually the first thing that you said. We just have the same old things in the pantry like all the time.
So, what are like the top three things you're tired the hell of eating?
That's like a good question.
Thank you. Ma. Take your time. Think about it.
What are we tired the hell of eating? Let's see.
What are you so over making to eat?
I don't know, like we get into kicks also where it's just like we kind of eat the same things. Um I don't know. My roommate was making like chicken salad there for a while and we were just like eating the hell out of that and we got sick of that pretty quick. But we just found ourselves like cooking the same things every week. Like we would cook like hamburgers and then we would cook like chicken. And then like, we might have like tacos or something like that. And we just found ourselves kind of eating the same thing. We eat tacos a lot. I realized that. And I think we kind of just like got sick of that stuff. So we were kind of looking for like new ideas of things for us to cook.
Well, tonight you said this home chef sent, what was it called? A turkey meatloaf?
It was turkey meatloaf
Yeah.
and cherry tomatoes and zucchini.
Did you need to add butter and salt or anything to make the taste go away?
No, I mean, they give you like all the seasonings even. So it's like you
Oh,
kind of just like put everything in there. And then sometimes like it'll say like, a pinch of salt or like a pinch of pepper. So like you'll have to add that. Or if it's like olive oil, a lot of the recipes like use olive oil. So you usually have to like add some of that too.
I've heard some, like on NPR, you have to be so careful about where you order your olive oil from. It's like certain countries pretend they're really Italian, but they're not, and you have to read the label. Um,
We just usually get ours at Food Lion, honestly.
do you know what the difference is between extra virgin and virgin olive oil? Because I
No,
don't. I don't. I really
I
don't.
don't.
It sounds like some bullshit I was about to explain, doesn't it? But I don't
Yeah,
have.
I was getting ready for you to school me.
I don't.
I was ready for it, Chuck. I'm like, okay, school me on what the difference
No,
is.
I'm not that much a know-it-all. I have as many questions as I have stupid answers.
Yeah, I have no idea what the difference is.
Jennifer, yeah, I've had one of the few times in the last 2 years I've been to any drive-through was at Starbucks
Egg
for
bites are
those
good. I've made those, and they're actually really easy to make.
cold pressed olive oil is the best.
And we usually make ours with like bell pepper and like sausage and cheese is what we usually make ours with if we make them.
Taylor, what would I be surprised that you actually buy in the vegetable aisle?
Let's see. Cucumbers. I buy cucumbers a lot.
And with what do you do with thy cucumber?
I usually just like dip it in like ranch, like a low fat ranch or
Oh,
like
you like slice them as a snack, right?
yeah.
Oh, okay. I wonder
Yeah,
what
it's
would
good
be
stuff.
what else would be good to put in that ranch dip. I'm thinking bacon bits, real bacon bits.
Yeah,
Wouldn't that be good? Oh.
that would be good. Like a bacon ranch. That would be very good.
It's a random idea. Eggplants, or as some
Eggplant
people
is
say,
really good. I love me some eggplant.
aubergine. Um, that's another word for it. I painted a room one time, bedroom. I wanted eggplant colored. He goes, "We don't call it eggplant. We call it aubergine." I'm like, "Oh, okay." I went home and looked it up. It's like the color of eggplants. I'm like, oh, well.
So I work at a hardware store. That's all I'm gonna say because I know
Well,
that there's weirdos
we
out
already
there.
know which one it is, and we know your hours, and we know your normal men who come in to flirt with you. So, but I won't repeat any of those facts. People,
So
your
I work
stalkers
at
will
a
have to
hardware
look that
store,
up.
and I'm actually like surprised at how many like different shades of white that they have.
From
There's like
April to
eggshell, there's
eggshell.
snow, there's avalanche. Like how many different shades of white? And it's like, you know, you don't think that they would be different, but it's like this white is like a bright white, and then like this white is like an off white, and then this white is more of like a beige. So it's just like there's a billion different types of the color white, it seems like.
Oh my God. I don't know if any of y'all are ever painting inside or outside, but if you go on like look how Jennifer's mind immediately goes to pickles or
Jennifer.
pickles
Pickles
and
and 50
sex.
Shades of Grey.
I'm sorry, but Robert Gray's left the building, Jennifer.
Yeah, Robert. Robert Gray left.
Ay, ay, ay.
Oy vey.
I know, right? Let's see. Oy vey, fanagalawe. So I had this on the other day at my dentist office. She goes, "Oh, have you converted to Judaism?" I said, no, and don't call me they, she, them, thou, or thest. I said, I just like Israel, and I'm still the dude you've always known. So, hello. Oh, we're talking about the colors.
Who knows?
Oh, yeah, on SherwinWilliams.com, if you're painting or repainting, you can go on there and like look at their palettes, and you can even upload a picture of your house and try every different pattern. And I
Oh,
did that
yeah.
10 years ago with my house, and I picked this wonderful off base yellow. I think you saw the pic. I'll put it up again with a
Yeah.
nice red trim. And first thing, every person I know says, "Oh, you painted your house like a Popeyes." Yeah, I did. I didn't know it, but yep. Every Popeyes chicken is the exact same color scheme. Damn.
Yeah.
So, what about you, Taylor? Oh, you are you even allowed to paint in your apartment?
Yeah, we're allowed to. We're thinking about, well, it's a house, but yeah, we're thinking about painting the bathrooms because
No,
we're allowed to.
I meant to say trailer. I
Yeah, so
call
we're probably going to be painting the bathrooms soon.
I've always called every home, no matter what, a trailer, whether it was an apartment I lived in, a house, a rented room. It's my trailer. How's everything at your trailer?
It's all
It just
good.
seems like the great equalizer of madness.
Well, it's funny because like in our cul-de-sac, like a lot of the houses look the same. Like they all kind of have like the same layout.
You know what bums me out about England is those whole neighborhoods where every house is exactly the same.
Yeah,
Oi,
that's what we kind of have.
do you?
I mean, like the houses look the same from the outside, pretty much. I don't know what a lot of the houses look like on the inside, but I know that like from the outside, a lot of the houses look pretty similar.
Oh, it's the inside that gives everything away. Oh,
Yeah.
Carlos says, highlight Carlos so I don't have to.
So she's about ready to school us. We about to learn something here.
We finna get
Extra virgin
so.
olive oil is the highest grade of virgin olive oil derived by cold mechanical extraction without use of solvents or refining methods. Point 0.8 acidity or less, and taste is superior.
You're a good reader. No, you are.
Well, I was a teacher's aide for a while, so I think that like that was one of the like characteristics I picked up.
Oh, trust me, I go to a 12-step meeting of Overeaters Anonymous every morning. And you wouldn't believe some of the people in there. It's like, why did you volunteer to read? You know, it's like, we admit we were mapperless over food. It's like, no, we admit we were powerless over food. Okay. Oh my God. So I'm going back to the Catholic Church and I missed a holy day of obligation. So
Oh
forgive me,
my.
Father, for I have sinned.
I
Early
was a Catholic for many years, and then
Really? Were
yes, and
you
then I
like
wasn't.
8 years old and you went through the confirmation thing?
No, I was probably a Catholic until I was in my 20s. And then I just
Well,
kind of
no, I'm
started.
asking about the beginning. Did you get
Oh
confirmed?
yeah, I got baptized. I had my first Holy Communion. I
Okay.
got confirmed. I went through it all.
Did you love it? Did you ever think you might become a nun or a religious?
No.
No?
No, I think it was mainly just because like that's how I was raised. So that's how I was kind of used to doing things. But
Hmm.
then like whenever I was in my 20s, I just started like, branching out and like learning more, and I figured out that like, being a Catholic wasn't for me. But
Have
I still
you
believe in God. I still
have you
believe in God and I'm a Christian and all that.
have you checked out like other churches
Yeah.
and faith
I
groups?
I went to a Methodist church for a while.
What'd you think
Um
about
yeah,
it?
I actually liked it there, but it just got to be like too. I'm trying to think of like the word.
Oh,
It was like too political for my liking.
how do you mean?
I just feel like they would talk like a lot about politics and it was just like too much for me.
So the preacher would talk about like current American events and stuff and how to vote.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know.
So
It was just like I don't know. It was just too much for me. So I want
yeah.
to I keep saying I want to go find another church and I
Mhm.
want to eventually because I do want to start going because I think that like it does help whenever I do go.
What else do you try besides the Methodists?
I went to like I don't even know what these churches are called, but it's like the beach church is like what we have here, and
Being
basically it's just like a big like auditorium for like the church, and like
You think it's like one of those community churches where
I think so. I think that's what they're kind of referred to as, and I wasn't like a huge fan.
what did you like and not like about that one?
I feel like they preach too much about like money. They just wanted you to like give them money.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, what I did like, is that, I like the songs and I like the music and stuff like that, but I just didn't like the fact that I felt like I was being like preached at to like give them money.
Are you into old hymns at all, or do you just like contemporary Christian music, or a mix?
I like the older stuff.
Really?
Yeah, like one of my like favorite quotes of all time is like that Corinthians quote where it says like love is patient, love is kind. Like that's like one of my like all-time favorites.
That's read out loud at a lot of weddings. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like one of my favorite quotes. I
Mm.
actually have that on a piece of decor. It's a heart and it has like that whole hymn on it.
Hmm.
So Claudia is telling me that I need to try the Lutheran church and the Baptist church.
I went to
Okay,
a
that's an idea.
Lutheran.
I mean, I'm open to like trying different things. Like I'm not really just like opposed to like one thing or another.
Do you have any absolutes? Like, I will absolutely not go to a church that.
I don't think I really have those, to be
Okay,
honest.
let me get closer. I
Yeah.
will not go to a church that condemns blank.
I don't know, because I feel like if I get into this conversation, it will like I don't want to
No,
like
you don't.
offend.
You don't have to. I withdraw the question, Your Honor.
Because like it's just like I have opinions about like the Catholic Church, like specific opinions
Uh-huh.
as to why like I don't support them anymore. And it's because of like certain things that have happened like within the church that have been allowed, that have been swept under the rug.
There is no reason not to talk about it here. I mean, we're on a public forum. We've obviously
So
committed
I
to it.
don't
So go ahead.
yeah, I'm not a fan of the Catholic Church because I feel like there have been like a lot of priests that have had like sexual relationships with minors and they've just kind of swept it under the rug like it didn't exist.
Mhm.
And I'm not a fan of that. Like that I just feel like it's so shameful for like the victims and like these poor kids that like went through that for that to be just like swept under the rug like it didn't exist. And I know of like people who have kind of just like swept it under the rug, like out of sight, out of mind. And it's kind of like I don't really flow with that type of thing.
No, it's a huge problem, and I
Yeah.
think the Catholic Church is finally beginning to deal with it. Not only because they've been sued for shit and have had to pay millions, but I mean the Pope himself has had to get involved. Um,
Right.
I've read articles about this, and they talk about things like the psychology of men who want to become priests
Yeah.
are kind of like, how do I put it? They're very young ideas they got when they were kids and they watched the priest and they wanted to be like the priest. And so they led an increasingly holy life through their early teens, and they suppressed every sexual desire and thought because they wanted to be, go to confession and not be held guilty. And some of these men were just not mature enough to be ordained, and the problem is, as always, the cover up. It's not so much the crime, it's the cover up. The
Right.
crime is against one person. We can find him or him or not guilty, but when it expands to a shh, cover it up, move him somewhere else, tell him to quit that shit and move on. That's scary.
That is scary.
Yeah, but
I think,
I don't mean to pick on the Catholics because this
yeah.
kind of stuff has happened.
I mean, and I'm sure that I'm not saying that it doesn't happen everywhere else, because for all that I know, this type of stuff happens everywhere.
Oh my gosh. Read the news. Mormons, Baptists,
Yeah.
Presbyterians,
But it's just like, this is like known about the Catholic Church that like this type of stuff has happened. So that's why I don't, condone it.
God forbid we should mention the Islamic religion where you can, marry a girl when she's 12 years old.
Oh God.
I know. So anyway, last time I went to confession, I told the priest, I'm going to pray for all these bastards, these predators, and these, people who have effed up the name of the church. And I can't do anything about it.
Right.
Yeah, I can't. So anything else, Taylor? Any other churches?
Yeah, I mean, the only other church that I've tried like the community churches and then
Right.
like the Methodist churches. So I mean, I might try like a Baptist church or something just to see, how I feel about it. I might try a different Methodist church just to see if maybe that will change. I don't know. I do know that, like I said, I want to get back into going.
Have you never been visited by the Mormons?
No, I haven't.
Well, I don't know if you're thirsty or not, but if they send 2 20-year-old hottie dudes to your house, I don't know if they could convince you to go or not, but that will be, I swear, the most boring hour of your life.
Listen, those Mormons, they don't even like to date, it sounds like. They're not even allowed to date people, it sounds like.
No, they can't be apart for a minute unless it's in the bathroom. They have to watch each other.
Yeah, and they're not allowed to like, have sex before marriage and that type of stuff. Where me, I think you need to try out the car before you buy it, but I guess other people don't feel that way.
You as a hoe.
Actually, I'm not. That's what the funny thing is. Like I may sound like I am, but I really am not.
She's not really a hoe.
I'm very picky about who I sleep with, trust me.
What does that even mean?
I mean, okay, we're spilling the details here. Oh my God, Chuck. I've only slept with 3 guys and I'm 32.
I had no idea. I would have guessed. What's that called? Your body count would have been.
Yeah, my body count. You would have guessed it was
much
bigger.
higher than that. God.
Yeah, no, that's all that it is. I swear to you.
Wow.
I'm just, like I said, I'm very like picky about who I choose to go do that thing with. Sorry, guys. Sorry, everybody.
I'm gonna channel Shirley Q. Don't just give it up for anybody, honey. Them men's got to earn it. They got to put up some,
right?
I don't know, prepaid rental agreement or something. Be like Will Souls and Fiji's cheering before I'm gonna play with them. Cause even though I've had a hysterectomy, I ain't telling nobody behind it. But
what's Shirley Q Liquor's body count?
Well, all right, let me think. Yeah. Somehow I don't even know how this happened.
I thought I was Virginia until the gynecologist finally told me. He said, "Bitch, you got so many damn children, you can start your own elementary school." He said, "You got Cheeto, Limbo, Cracker Jack, Lamangelo, K Martino, Aloe Vera, Velveeta, Ginger, Talia, Catfish, Leroy, Cocoa Puffs, and Pluto, Jack Daniels, Ron Bacardi, and Buffalo." I went, "Who is my baby daddy?" Cheeto, Rimbo, Curtis, and Lamangelo, K Martina, Aloe Vera, Velvet. Girl, I done had so many children that I still think I am celebratory. How you say the word?
Celibate?
Celery. Thank you.
Celibate.
Oh, this damn woman from South Carolina on here correct me. Trust me, this happened every time I do an interview on YouTube. They send some damn blue-faced white lady to curse me out and try to remark about it. But yes, I have had at least 19 children. I don't know who none of them baby daddy is. I should have kept track. And I'm considering going on Maury Povich's show.
You should.
If he can afford to have something like 38 DNA tests did. Otherwise, I'm just going to sit my ass down and thank God that, these children either have left out of here, they've went to prison, or, they on their own. Thanks God, because I can't deal with all that ignorance. Hey, Carly Ackley's. Carly Ackley say, Betty Buffy have a great cereals. Oh, I like
Man,
that.
this conversation took an interesting turn.
I'm sorry. Did I hijack your?
No, it was just funny. That's all.
Well,
It be like that sometimes.
it really, honest to God, it do be like that these days.
It be like that sometimes.
It do be like that, sometimes. God is good every day, all day, but it do be like that sometimes. Yeah.
Girl. So me and Cece, we decided to go watch the Australian version of The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. Oh my God. First off, the first season of The Bachelor, the guy was really hot. The second season, he was not so hot, so we decided not to watch it. So then we decided to go on to The Bachelorette because we figured that there would be a whole bunch of hotties on there because, it was The Bachelorette and there would be like, a bunch of them, bunch of guys. So there was about 15 guys on there and there was probably only about 3 of them that were attractive.
You still watch those shows with your mom or with your roommate?
So me and my roommate watch the Australian versions of The Bachelorette and Bachelor. But then my mom comes over usually for like the Golden Bachelorette or like The Bachelor, and we'll watch those like the American versions.
You ever want to visit another country?
I do. I want to go to England someday. Or Australia. That would be kind of neat too. Australia is really pretty. It has a lot of pretty sights.
Ooh.
That's why I want to go.
I've been to England a few times. I'd be scared as hell now to go.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine.
No.
I would have to like scope out to see like what the safe places to go would be.
The safe places to go now are Poland, Hungary, Australia, maybe New Zealand.
And New Zealand is pretty too.
Oh, it's gorgeous. Oh my God. And your money goes further. Donald, he was in the Air Force, 7 years in England. Was you one of her Royal Air Force people, or was you in the U.S. Air Force? Don't know. Can't believe it's true. No.
I should probably be getting off here soon. I gotta get some stuff done before I go to bed.
So if you leave, it means it's all cancelled, though, isn't it? So you got total control of the room, though. So
Well,
the
no,
rest of us,
I mean,
if the
I don't
rest
know.
of
Is
us
there
wanna
is there
keep
a way that
talking-
I could leave and Chuck could still be on here? That's what I can't figure out.
Probably so. If you just walked away.
Just just blacked out my camera.
No, you don't even have to do that. Just, back up, walk away. It'll be the same thing as always. What are you laughing about, Taylor? What is wrong with you? Oh, Claudia. Oh, sorry, mate.
Claudia, my love.
Oh, bless her heart. She got so many diseases.
Claudia, my
Even-
love.
Oh, it's like,
I don't know where that came from.
uh,
I'm not drunk. That's what the funny thing is. So I don't know where that came from.
you're enjoying your day. Everything's going your way.
Oh yeah, I've had a great I've had a great 2 days at work, so I'm good.
Oh, Donna, you was in the RAF, Dave. Oh, well, yeah. Is this right, mate? Hello. What a fucking liberty. It's Chuck's fault. What have I done, though, Claudia? Claudia has sent me wonderful personal emails. What do you call it? Direct messages in the US.
DM. She's been in your DMs.
Right. And so she's got a lot of bracelets for sale and other things. And it's just so tedious. Thank you, Claudia. Goodbye.
Thank you, Claudia.
What is the weekend? Thank you.
I don't know what the weekend is. I work all weekend this weekend, so I don't know.
At the quote home store.
Hardware store.
Yes. The hardware.
I work at the hardware store all weekend. But I have next weekend off because I'm going to Pennsylvania for one of my brother's wedding showers.
What's that town that you go to called?
Altoona.
Altoona.
So yeah, that's where we go in next week.
That's not part of the Johnstown something.
It is. It's in like that general vicinity.
What's it called?
State College, J-Town, like central PA. Pennsyltucky, that's what I like to call it.
It's a beautiful place.
It is.
Well, if you gotta go, you gotta go. What you gonna do?
I gotta clean up my dishes from dinner because I didn't get around to doing that yet.
The first thing you need to do is get those sunglasses off your head.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna take those off too.
That's kind
And
of
then
pointless.
probably just get my stuff ready for the morning and then settle down into bed mode.
What happened Saturday morning besides working?
What do you mean?
Tomorrow's just work, right?
Oh no, I'm going out after work.
Oh, all right. Well, have fun.
Going out with one of my friends.
All right.
Which is actually funny because we dated for like 4 months and then figured out that we were better off as friends, and now we're like the best of friends.
I think I remember that guy. Yeah.
Like, it was so weird because like I liked him and he liked me, so we decided to like give it a shot. And then we figured out that like we weren't quite clicking like romantically. We tried to, but it didn't quite work. So we decided that we were just going to be friends. And I think now we hang out more as like friends. And it's more fun. It's more fun us just being friends than it was whenever we dated, for sure. But like his family still like adores me like I'm family. So we just have like a really good relationship.
Oh God. It sounds like a great Saturday night.
So I'm gonna go meet up with him after I get off of work because one of our mutual friends, who is actually a lot older than us because we're both old souls, her son is playing in a band that we're gonna go see. So don't know if you caught up with any of that, but yeah. So that's what we're gonna do. I'll probably grab dinner, probably hang out for a while.
I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Sounds fun.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Well, thank you so hard for hosting tonight.
Yeah, no problem.
You did a great job.
I tried.
You do well.
Thank you.
All right. So,
I always have fun bullshitting with y'all. It's fun.
so I'll say goodbye and let Taylor close the show out. Thank y'all.
All right. See you later, Chuck. All right. Want to say thank you to everybody for showing up. I appreciate all of you for spending your Friday night with me. And want to give a special thanks to Chuck and Laura for coming up on panel. Want to give another special thanks to my Christina and my Claudia and my Mitz and my Michael for being, just oh so wonderful people. And I love my beautiful Panthers. So until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.